Mexico, and I lived in Mexico City for maybe 5 years, and then went back to Chicago. So I was going back and forth. But I grew up in Mexico. When I grew up in Mexico, I went to first and second grade, and I went to third grade in Chicago, and then from there on, I just stayed in Chicago and lived my whole life in Chicago. But I was going back and forth like on vacation every summer, every year. I went to Mexico to visit family, so I was going back and forth. It's like I've never left.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's pretty good, and then I know the whole, like everything that I've been through. Like it just reminds me when I went to Mexico City in my training. When I went back, because when I first went back, I haven't been back in 9 or 10 years. And when I went back, I'm like, wow, I haven't been here in a while. And then this is when I was thinking to myself, man, this is my first day. I'm gonna start my wrestling, my lucha libre training. Even though I had lucha libre beforehand, the real lucha libre training is in Mexico City, man. In Mexico, in general.
Nothing but the best over there.
Exactly, nothing but the best, and I learned from the best over there. And I took their art and displayed it around the world.
So why the interest in wrestling though? Why did you start, or why did you decide to have it as a career?
It's just it's funny when I was a kid. Besides watching El Santo movies and when I was in Mexico, I remember watching Blue Demon, El Santo, a couple matches here and there. And it always felt like I was gonna be a part of it. And then when I moved to Chicago, I remember watching WWE for the very first time. My very first match I remember watching was Undertaker versus Yokozuna. And I remember like, wow, this is a different world. Like, what is this? And every time I watched wrestling from then, and now, I felt like just watching the ring, I felt it just in my blood. I felt like, I feel like I'm gonna do that one day. It's just a feeling that I had to do.